Hey guys, welcome to the latest episode of Through Ball Banter, where the banter exists and exists only. So I'm Shashi Wags of Through Ball Banter, and with me to my right hand side we have
Gaps.
celebrity fitness coach, and then we have Fibs,
Yo.
Bodybuilder, bro.
the long-lasting United fan that talks all the facts
Forever
about United.
Forever United, okay.
Forever United, forever Liverpool,
Forever Liverpool haters.
forever any club who wins.
Forever any clubs who wins against Liverpool.
If your club goes in the
yeah,
final,
yeah.
you buy you a jersey.
So we are kind of like every football fan in the world right now, kind of bored. No games.
Yeah.
Everything's almost ended. The only thing as fans we get to look forward to is who we're going to sign, who we're going to kick out. So this episode we're going to talk about signings. We'll start with Liverpool as a club, who we're signing, who we're going to get, who we're going to let go, and what our who do you think is our like going to be the standout player for the upcoming season, right? Then after that we'll go to the bottom half of the table and look at United signings.
I wonder
Okay.
how long this one's going to continue.
For the whole off season, bro.
I thought that's a preseason.
Okay. So speaking of Liverpool signings, we just signed Frimpong, and then potentially we're looking at 130 million for Wirtz, which is crazy because Klopp once told the media, he actually said that we are not like City and Newcastle where we can break the net span and go above 100 million and sign players. Then he made a 100 million bid for Caicedo and Lavia, so that's a bit weird. And now we are making a bid for
110
Wirtz,
million, yeah.
who's to be honest, I haven't really watched him play a lot. I've just seen some skills of his. I'm worried he's a bit lightweight for the Premier League.
I think
so
you guys are hypocrites lah.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
mocked last time.
Cakap tak serupa bikin.
United used to be mocked. We signed Pogba for 100 million. We got a lot of bantering. We are wasting money now. Today, Liverpool.
we will be hypocrites if it doesn't work out, lah. Right?
Okay.
Right. But actually, I understand your point. We're kind of hypocrites. But I think the one thing that I want to say is that if we signed Caicedo, right? If we signed Caicedo, he would be an awesome signing actually. Because right now he's showing Chelsea fans how good he actually is. I think in the Europa Conference League final he was like the man of the match alongside Cole Palmer. He's the closest thing to Makelele and Kante, right? And to have that kind of player, I know Gravenberch had a breakthrough season, was awesome. I mean, I love Gravenberch. But Caicedo, in terms of being that midfielder like Gattuso, you know that
Yeah, true,
thou
true.
shall not pass, with him. He's
Wow.
there. He's too good, lah. So
So right now lah.
I agree with Klopp and Liverpool trying to get a player like Caicedo. But yeah, the price tag does bother me, When we sign players above 100 million, it just doesn't
Yeah, I
sit
mean, it
right. I mean, especially when they're not a striker. Even going for Wirtz now, I'm seriously worried, I'm seriously worried that we are splashing the cash. He can be another Naby Keita, because Naby Keita got the number 8 jersey from Gerrard, was supposed to be the next Gerrard. Szoboszlai now has the number 8. He's not really impressing. He's doing his work rate is there and all, but I'm actually seriously worried about Wirtz. I don't know what you Liverpool fans out there think. Tell us your thoughts in the comments. But from a United perspective, seeing Liverpool sign Frimpong, potentially signing Wirtz, and then potentially signing Kirkes, potentially getting rid of Nunez and Jota. Your thoughts?
Well, personally, I think they look very promising. And plus, Liverpool are using data analytics for some time. So I believe
Isn't
they
every
have-
club doing that?
Well,
United don't do it, bro.
yeah, United.
They use ChatGPT, bro.
Bro,
Which is the best player to sign?
Freeware, bro.
United use telepathic reading, bro. They read the mind of players.
Marketing strategy.
That's the title for this episode, lah, bro. United use ChatGPT to sign players.
But seriously, I wanted to say this. I wish Ed Woodward was back.
Seriously again,
No, because you know why? At this point of time, we are in a financial crisis, and I think he really can
Bankroll.
help to improve our financial situation.
Bro, I asked you about Liverpool
I know,
signings.
yeah. A small out of topic session. Okay, I agree with Frimpong because I think I read about his statistics. He's a bit more better than Trent Alexander, if I'm mistaken.
According to the recent highlights that are coming out, he's more smaller, more lightweight.
Yes, I mean statistics wise.
The data shows that he's not made as many interceptions as Trent
Okay.
over the course of the last 2 seasons, I think.
But that's German league, right?
Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
the more,
true,
bro.
true.
German league, and you're still, and there's so many clips of him being out muscled. because he's like what's the opposite of heavyweight? A lightweight fighter, you know. So when you talk about you talk about players like Doku, who else? Garnacho, who are the other wingers in the Premier League? Grealish doesn't go past players. Who goes past players? Huh? Neto from Chelsea.
Correct.
Who else? We talk about Premier League players. They even last time Geeks. They just push the ball and run, right? They push the ball and run. They do, and that's a bit scary because if he doesn't bulk up in the gym, I hope he hangs out with Salah lah. Then if you're going to the gym, that's a slight worry because a lot of Liverpool fans are coming out and other club fans are coming out on Twitter, on X, and saying that we sold a defender who can't defend only to get a defender who can't defend.
I think it's too early. I think it's too early to say that.
I'm slightly worried.
No, it's too early to say that because give him a chance to prove himself. But the thing that surprised me the most is not actually Frimpong. It's actually Wills. What is his name?
Wirtz.
Wirtz. Yeah, Wirtz. Because 110 million for
130
a guy,
now.
130.
Second bid they made.
I thought Liverpool won't spend that kind of money.
That's why he call us hypocrites.
So for them to see them breaking the bank, it'll put a lot of pressure on Slot and also the entire team next season.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't perform,
True.
just remember what happened to Pogba. Everybody knows what happened to Pogba. He got screwing of his life because for 100 million he came in, he became a flop. He didn't perform to this level. So yeah.
And for me, I'm worried because Wirtz is not the best of the best. If you're spending your money like Bellingham, he can be considered the best of the best. If you're spending 130, which I think we wanted to get Bellingham for about 100 million. If you're spending that much for a player that is the best of the best, I can see it.
True.
But if you're spending 130 for somebody that may be the best, that's very worrying for me because I would rather invest 130 million in a striker. Currently, Liverpool need a striker. So midfield be quite solid. So I'm just surprised. I don't know what's the thinking
Maybe
here.
they're trying to use him as a false nine or something.
I'm so sick of this false nine, man. I want to see a proper centre forward, man. Seriously, when we get to see this, like a Harry Kane
see, the
striker?
thing
I
is-
missed
Liverpool,
all the strikers last time.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'm
longer
sick
already.
of this false nine. I want to see a proper centre forward that gets the ball, holds it on the chest, turns, plays,
Thank you,
takes a
Pep
shot.
Guardiola, for bringing the false nine into the world.
And bringing the sweeper keepers that don't
Sweeper
use
keepers.
their hands, use their legs to save the ball.
Onana being the best of them.
And changing the right back playing into
Onana is
midfield.
the top player, bro. Top super
You're just
keeper.
praising Pep just now. I
Yeah,
guess.
but, okay, anyway,
Coming back to Frimpong,
Yeah.
because Frimpong, one thing, the problem with foreign players, when they come to Premier League, the first thing they need to condition themselves, because definitely when they come to Premier League, they need to bulk up a bit because there is more physicality in it. So even though it's from Spanish League or Italian or German, they need to bulk up here because here the first thing is physicality, then technicality comes second. So I think maybe Frimpong will struggle at the beginning of the season, but I think as he goes along, I think he knows where to improve.
yeah, I'm sure.
And clubs will attack him, right?
Yep.
Because he's new. They will see what he's got. So, Frimpong, of course, I wish you all the best. 35 million, I think we're
But
getting.
he was a ex-City player, right?
Yeah.
So I think he should know how the English league works, right?
Yeah, and we got 10 million for Trent,
Yeah, that's quite a cop actually, to be honest.
just so they can play in the Club World Cup or some crap. And Trent apparently unfollowed Liverpool on
Oh, really? I didn't know
on
that.
X, and apparently I have to go check.
That's a
Wow.
very big thing,
And
man.
followed Madrid, so
So-called boyhood fan.
no, I think come on, it's just like David Beckham. Don't forget when David Beckham left United, he
Yeah,
couldn't
he
watch
did the
United
same
games for a while because he was emotionally
Drained.
attached.
Yeah.
So he actually couldn't
No.
watch United games
Yeah,
for
to be
about
fair.
a decade, I think. Then only he started
decade?
to. If I remember correctly, he couldn't watch United games for quite some time because.
I've watched it quietly in his room also. You don't know.
Until Ferguson left.
I mean, according to what he said, these days we don't watch our clubs by unfollowing, Last time we don't. There's
No, they're very specific. Nowadays people go and see
Yeah, they
whether they
should.
follow, unfollow. You know.
Actually, unfollowing is a bit childish to me because end of the day,
No, because you don't want to see the content on your feed and get depressed.
Then he will use a ghost account to see like.
we create a fake account, bro.
There's plenty of trend fake accounts, bro. So,
Trend X01.
so I mean, those are the thoughts of Liverpool signing. I think Tsimikas will go, and we'll get Kirkes, and Robertson will be the backup player because I don't think he can play the full games. I agree with that. Bradley will probably be the understudy for Frimpong. My worry is centre back because Konate is injury prone. Van Dijk, I don't know how long he can last. So we need to definitely get another centre back. And Liverpool fans, I don't know what you think, but we need to get another striker. Nunez, I really love Nunez. Seriously, I love him as a player. He gives everything, but you know
don't
what?
leave him, bro.
He's like the Hulk, bro. You don't know what
Hulk,
you're gonna
bro.
get out of him, bro. He wears the Liverpool jersey. He doesn't know what he's doing, bro. So I
He's
wish
like
you
a
all the
drunken
best.
man, bro.
Go to Saudi,
He's fallen,
get
bro.
your nice payout, get your nice payout, and we need a solid number 9. If I'm thinking of number 9s right now,
Marquez?
Julian Alvarez. Bro.
Oh, Alvarez, yeah.
Julian
Yeah.
Alvarez will be the perfect number 9 for
Yeah,
us,
he
man.
works
Really?
perfect foul with
His
Salah, right?
intelligence is so good. He scores all types of goals, man. Seriously, if we can get him,
Pep will be crying, bro.
I think it's game over for United for a long time.
Really, yeah. No way,
You
bro.
need to rub more salt on it.
Bro, what? Hey, we got Liam Delap, better striker. Oh, he's not coming.
Okay,
Oh, no, man.
we'll go to United signings in a moment, but quick predictions where Liverpool will finish. I want your thoughts next season.
Relegation, bro.
I don't think they'll be champions, lah. Maybe top 2 or 3.
Top 2 or 3,
Yeah, lah, top 3.
top 3 champions.
Man City, next year, Man City. Come on, City.
Hey, change the jersey, lah.
Where are my Man City shirts? Bring it.
Okay, with that we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with United.
Damn.
All right, welcome back to True Ball Banter. We just covered Liverpool signings. It looks good. Fabes predicted us to finish the top 3. Ganesh, relegation battle, and then switch back to top 3. I'm a bit confident because of last season, so I'm just going to say champions, but you never know. So now,
Oh, City, bro, City.
so now we go into the United side, the bottom half of the table. Fabes?
Yeah, sadly, we are still at the bottom for this season. So season over already, so 0-0 lah.
Technically LM. So L is above M. So
So,
Liverpool still higher than United.
13 and 14 lah. One place above already. So yeah, United, we have a lot of things to look forward to. I think the most important thing is the clear out and also the incomings. I think some fun facts about Amorim. I think the second season when he was in Sporting, he also shifted out 17 players, which I don't think it will happen in United. 17 players going out, but it looks like 17 players does not suit Amorim as well. So
Yeah.
that could be a possibility. So what are your thoughts?
Oh, please. Please, in fact, change the whole club, every single player. I don't mind. Yeah, because we are really that bad. We need a lot of leaders.
Okay, who will you keep then?
Except Fernandes. I mean, Fernandes also, to be very honest,
You
I
serious,
feel that there's too much of pressure on him, and he also cracks as a captain in some big games. He's good, but we can't have we can't have one single player always carrying us all the time.
So you rather he leave?
Well, I'm quite divided about Fernandes lah. I like
love
him.
Garnacho. Garnacho, so you want him to stay, right?
He's
You know,
still young.
Garnacho, I think for professionalism reasons, I don't think he'll be good for United lah. We are planning to buy players who are really ready
marketing-
to pray for the badge.
Marketing he can do very well. He showed a lot of middle fingers and all.
He knows how to create a hype.
Will turn us into a vulgar club, bro. Vulgar
But
club
okay,
FC.
I know you want to keep. Let's say you want to keep Fernandes, and let's say Garnacho. But what about Haven, Dogu,
Oh, sorry.
Ahmad?
Yeah, there are some exceptions. Some exceptions are Fernandes, Heaven definitely, by all means, young player.
Ugarte?
Ahmad, yes. Ugarte 50-50 because it's not consistent.
Mazraoui. Says, there
Mazraoui,
is some good players,
Mazraoui,
man.
there is some good. Like I said, it has to be 3/4 of the squad gone.
You said all of this now.
Yeah, almost all.
Onana
Now
only.
three
Onana.
Almost, bro.
Onana.
Who is the number one person to be changed, honestly? I mean, he can't. I mean,
So
I feel
who do
sorry
you think
for
can
him.
replace Onana?
Yes, this guy.
Who?
Inter Milan not Inter Milan. PSG goalkeeper, Donnarumma.
Realistically,
lah,
can you be
realistically,
realistic, bro?
Nonsense lah.
Hey, bro, why not?
Bro, he's going to
No
give up European football to come play
Yeah.
bottom half of the Premier League with you.
And coming and dancing. No lah, I don't think so.
Maybe retirement he can come there, bro. I don't know.
How about the Everton goalkeeper? Pickford?
Pickford.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good shout, man.
Yeah, good choice.
He would love it because he hates Liverpool.
Hey, Dean Henderson.
No way lah,
He used
bro.
to play for United, lah, bro.
No way lah. He left United because he didn't have chances. What?
Because he was up against De Gea. He forgot already.
I still remember, but then the thing is, do you think he want to risk his? He already have
I mean,
his.
he can play
He will want to play in Europe with Crystal Palace, bro. I don't
yeah,
think he's
true,
coming.
you're right.
I think chances for you to get goalkeeper in the Premier League is Pickford, Kelleher, Martinez.
Keller. My goodness.
Kelleher, good luck, but I don't think he'll ever join United because just like the fans who booed Trent isn't booing Kelleher.
But it's okay, Kelleher. You just have to avoid 2 games against Anfield and also Liverpool and Old Trafford.
Martinez looks like a very controversial goal. He's a controversial goalkeeper.
You like controversial word.
Yeah.
He also showed middle finger. What?
Oh yeah.
He got red card, bro, at Old Trafford.
We are going to become a middle finger club. Bro, seriously.
He got Old Trafford. He got a red card in his last game, I think, for Aston Villa.
Okay, I think
Shit,
I think United goalkeeper Onana should leave. Banter also should leave.
Yep.
And then I think maybe Emi Martinez or maybe like Pickford or someone who's the second choice goalkeeper in other clubs. Defense wise, I think honestly, in my opinion, I think it's time for Maguire to go lah. Because Maguire has gone through everything, redeemed himself.
How old is Maguire again?
It's about 30 plus, right? 34,
Well, like
32.
kind of.
How old is he?
32. 31 or 32.
Yeah.
But I personally kind of disagree with you because I think Maguire, he's currently our best centre back, and if he goes, who are we going to replace him with? That's number one. Number two is
No, he's already he already tried his very level best at the top already now. So I think maybe a change of environment. Look at Rashford. He every time tried to push himself, then get some issues, and then his
I
performance.
feel like right now Maguire just needs a very good pairing with him for him to really show his true to go all out and
What is this? Back three, bro. What centre back pairing does he need to?
Oh yeah, it's a back three.
Yeah. He's not a robust.
Oh yeah,
person.
one more thing. We need Maguire as a backup at least as a backup. Because he's fit. He can play the whole
Yeah,
entire
looking
season.
at Lindelof and
Lindelof is gone.
Yeah, Lindelof and what's his guy? Johnny Evans leaving. Yes, he could be a backup player lah.
He'll be a good backup, honestly. If he
What
leaves
about Lenny Oro?
Lenny Euro is a
He's
very
still
good
young.
prospect.
He's still young,
He
still
plays on the left side of the defense.
and he's
I
still
think,
quite young, bro. And
yeah,
he's
what I mean
inexperienced
is
to
he
me,
doesn't play in a centre back position.
and he's not a leader at all. Maguire is a leader.
Personally, I think Maguire should leave for his own good.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But for United's benefit, I think he should stay because, like you said, he is the only
He has
senior.
leadership qualities.
He is the only senior centre back there. He can
Yes.
sort of pass some sort of leadership guidance to
exactly.
the future centre back.
We don't have any leaders right now. If he leaves, then we are really down to no.
But for his own personal benefit, I think he's reached his ceiling already. I don't think he can go any more further
Yeah.
at United. He needs to try a different club already.
It's all down to him lah. It depends what he wants to do lah. Because if you ask me, if he thinks personal development, then he will definitely leave United lah. But I don't. I if he stays for me, I'm fine, and I don't have any issues with it lah.
So
Okay,
with the three at the back, right? You guys are going to play. Which centre back would you want to bring in if you had your choice to bring in?
Van Dijk.
This fella, I tell you,
Okay.
want to bring Donnarumma, Van Dijk, bro. You just to form a Galactico lah, bro.
Banter only, bro. I think Mark Gahey will be a very good addition.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, who wanted to sign Mark Gay? If Liverpool were looking at Mark Gay as well, you know.
I think he rejected Liverpool in the summer, right? Last season.
Yeah, he's a solid. He plays for England as well, right?
Yep. He's a very good. I think if he comes, he partners Maguire, then Maguire will look perfect.
Maguire at the centre,
Yeah.
Lenny Oro on the left, and Gay on the
Gahey
right.
on the right or Gahey on the left is okay.
That's the thing, you know, because of Amorim's system, right?
It's difficult.
Very few players will want to go to
You see,
United because they are not going to be familiar with the system. you know.
Even delete also is going to be an issue for him because he can play in a centre back role, but at the same time he lost his pace, you know. So I don't think
Yeah.
that's a problem. So he should be either playing on the right hand side or left hand side, someone to complement him also. But I think Amorim's style of play, you need to have a lot of pace. I think these guys don't have the feet for it. Euro is okay. Euro fits the bill. Euro can develop the play. Maybe Chido Obi can step in, I believe. Heaven.
Evan.
Yeah.
He's a left. Is he like Miles Lewis Kelly?
Left-sided.
Mo-
Left-sided defense.
Left-sided.
Left-sided
defense.
defense.
Yeah, but he can really mold into a
He's
good player.
fantastic for his age. He's, I think, really playing like a mature.
Maybe
adult.
Heaven,
It's damn good.
Maguire and right hand side Lenny Euro maybe can. They're more agile.
Anybody for you that you would bring in on the defense side besides Mark Gay?
John Stones. Yeah, because I think he's really a fantastic centre back. Honestly,
Stones.
Stones really. I mean, on his day when he's in his form, he's. Really
I mean,
good.
unless he falls out with Pep, I don't think he will
I
come though.
think but he's not really consistent for City. Now.
His
He's
injury is
injured.
he's
correct.
injury prone now.
But honestly, if he plays, he's really fantastic. He's a top defender, really. John Stones.
I agree. What about midfield?
Which you mean centre midfield?
The whole just okay. Your formation is 3-5. Is it?
No, 3-4-3.
3-4. Okay, who's the 4? Your current midfield. Who you want to bring in? Everyone.
Okay, Casemiro to be replaced with Declan Rice.
Bro, that's not gonna happen, bro.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
realistically, maybe Wharton, the Crystal Palace player,
Oh yeah.
he's a very good
Okay.
player.
Okay, Declan Rice not possible. Joelinton.
Joelinton. Oh, okay,
Joelinton,
that's
yeah,
a good shout.
Joelinton.
But then Newcastle are in the Champions League.
Yeah.
If Aston Villa beat you guys, Newcastle would be out of the Champions League, and then you could have gotten Joelinton.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't play well.
Because of Champions League now we are screwed upside down, really.
But Joelinton, yeah, that's a good shot
Yeah,
because.
it's a good shot, really.
But the thing is, he thrives on like the environment where the fans are really, vibrating, And at United, it's hard to say, except for the Lyon game, like you guys. It's very rare you get the stadium in that type of atmosphere anymore at United.
Let's see how it is next season lah. Hopefully, they always last after 10 games they finally decide, okay, this is not our season, and then they play like crap instead.
And I don't know if you guys agree with me. United fans out there, what do you think? I think what you guys want to see from your team is that you guys beat the teams that you should beat, and if you lose against the big teams, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because I think what's happening with United is that
Consistency.
when you're going to games thinking you're going to win, and then you lose at home to Wolves 1-0, for example, it's like demoralizing a bit, right?
Yeah, very true.
No, there's a mentality surge lah, bro. Because you see, whenever they go to home game, right, the first thing they do, they will attack. Maximum they will attack. And then suddenly, out of the blues, the opposition will score a goal, and then they will lose their way. They don't know what to do already.
Same like in the final, bro, against Spurs, right?
Seriously, they don't know what to do already. They just left it. They don't know what to do. They need someone who can pull by the grip and then go forward with it.
Bruno Fernandes, alright, United fans, I know you guys, maybe most of you all want him to stay, but personally, I think we had a good time with him, and if he chooses to leave, we have to just embrace
Hey,
it.
I thought you say you want Bruno to stay or something. Now suddenly you change play already.
No, I mean, honestly, I want him to
Hey,
stay.
lalang like you dey.
Why you
see-
want him to stay and why you think he should go? First,
Okay,
stay.
no,
Why you want him to
first-
stay?
I think he should stay because he is really a player who gives everything on the pitch, and as a leader, he definitely gives the good motivation to the players. But the only part which is disappointing about him, which I felt, is that we are over dependent on him too much to bail us out all the time. Bruno Fernandes has been bailing us out all the time. We are too dependent on him, and I don't think United are going to move forward unless they stop depending on Fernandes. And secondly is, in big games when the team is losing, Fernandes loses his hit, then he starts to throw tantrums, and then we go in a big mess. So there's two key reasons lah.
So okay, let's say he goes. Who would you bring in to replace him? Who would you sign?
I don't think we can find many players who have his quality.
Because you need to get
Mason Mount.
Bro,
because his chances created, I think he's one of the highest
Yeah,
in
he's
the
one of
league,
the highest.
right? And I think if he had the proper strikers to finish the chances he creates,
his statistics is one of the best for midfielder. I mean, there's not many midfielders who can match him.
bring De Bruyne lah.
Yeah, wish guys. Oh yeah, Pogba.
Oh, screw it.
Number one, jokes. I mean, don't bring De Bruyne. It's going to be another Casemiro effect there.
Pogba's looking for a new club, right? No.
Bro, don't say.
Bro, you were anti-Pogba for so
Oh, yeah.
long. What the hell, bro?
That's why I said Lalang 2.0.
Okay.
Bro, I think what I'm hearing from you especially is like you want to sign all these big names and you know that it's not worked for United.
Yeah.
You cannot sign
De Bruyne,
celebrities,
we don't know,
bro.
we don't know
Stop,
about De Bruyne.
stop signing celebrities and sign proper football players that
Hey,
fit the
next
team.
thing you'll say David Beckham for sure.
Okay. Honestly, I've not thought who to replace Fernandes because not many players are in his mold, to be honest. Very few.
Okay.
Those who are in his mold have already retired. Most of them have retired. So it's not many.
Who do you think, Fibs?
I think, in my opinion, I think Bruno Fernandes should leave. I mean, he has contributed a lot to the club. He will be the first player to leave the club on a high note, because a lot of players who left on a low note and then they perform well in other clubs. So this will be something upper trajectory lah. And he's not going to leave for nothing. He's going to give us money as well. So I think as he's a talented player, but I think leadership wise he might be lacking in that sense lah. So
But you know what saddens me the most? Actually, if he leaves us, right, he has not won the Premier League or any European trophies, only domestic cups. And for a person who actually gave everything to United, I feel it's so sad to see that.
Now you understand Liverpool fans how they feel about Gerrard. You
Hey,
make,
Gerrard won the Champions League, bro.
Yeah.
Don't compare, bro. He
But-
won the Champions League.
but he didn't win the Premier League with his boyhood
Premier
club,
League,
bro.
you feel sad for him, then how about you? How about Harry Kane lah?
Bro, Harry Kane got a trophy.
Now he
already.
sees old club already won something already.
Yeah.
So yeah, realistically, if he leaves, I think maybe we can actually mold Kobe Maino to play alongside another defensive midfielder, and maybe Mason Mount also can play. I mean, I'm not saying okay. Now the thing is, if Bruno leaves, we have to play as a team, and we have to work as a unit to win games and everything. I think there won't be an individual person who's going to outperform each other.
Yeah.
We'll work as a unit, I believe.
Also, goal scoring midfielders are kind of
Very
fading
rare
out.
already
They're
nowadays.
phasing out a little bit, like Lampard, Gerrard, even De Bruyne reaching the end. Now there's an expectation where people want to see goal scoring wingers because of the formation they're playing, right? That means your 4-3, let's say you're playing 3 up front, right? Your 3 players up there are expected to be getting at least 15 to 20 goals a season,
Yep.
right? So the midfielder, the purpose of a midfielder changes, where you're not expected to be box to box. You're expected to control the game, like how PSG and their team, right? Like Vitinha, he's not getting goals, bro,
Yes.
but he controls the hell out of the game, bro. Just like Paul Scholes used to do, right? He didn't really get many goals.
Actually, the
he
thing is,
controlled the game.
if Michael Carrick still plays right, he already suits the bill very well, because he can just sit in the middle and he can just
Yeah, that's the
spray
thing. I
balls
think
left
players
and
like
right.
that are underappreciated in the Premier League.
Correct.
Whereas in other leagues, people really value these type of players.
Yeah, like
True,
Vitinha,
true, yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's just Premier League, they're all looking at the comparison to Gerrard and Lampard is too high. I think it's the thing of the past. You have to look at players that can retain the ball, keep the ball, keep the clock ticking, you know.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah,
Right?
true.
And sometimes Fernandes, he's trying to do everything. He's trying to be the one that is like Carrick, but then he's also like Gerrard going into
That's
the
the
box.
problem.
The problem with Bruno is, if he really fixes his mind and he plays his position right, he will be tremendous. But the problem with him is, he loses his plot sometimes. So that's the thing. I think maybe
Yeah, he
he
gets
switches from a talented player, then he switches to become a captain.
Mm-hmm.
Then he does extra things. Then he switches himself to a talented player. So that's the thing. Roy Keane's comments on him is a bit harsh, but what he's trying to say is
It's starting to make sense, right?
Yeah,
It's
it started to
starting
make sense.
Yeah,
a bit.
true.
because he doesn't. What Roy Keane's trying to say, not all talented players can be a captain. Yeah, Roy Keane was not a talented player. He's a no-nonsense player,
Yeah.
and he's a captain. He don't care. Beckham says anything or Ryan Giggs says. He says, "I'm the captain. You listen to me."
It's a shame that United didn't think about building a team around Bruno,
Correct.
because then his talent would be maximized. Because now his talent is wasted
Yes.
with all the cup competitions you guys have won. At least you guys have won, right? But it feel like you didn't build a proper team
Around
to
him.
make him shine, right? Because if Ronaldo played even Ronaldo when he came back, he joined back United, he
Fulcrum of it.
but he's not a leader.
Yes.
If you think, he's not a captain. Ronaldo's not a captain. So even a player as talented as him,
He's not a captain, but he's captain for Portugal.
yeah, but the captains we are talking about, he's not captain material.
He's not a charismatic
When
captain.
shit hits the fan, right? Are you going to look to Ronaldo? Ronaldo will score the goal, but when things are not going well, who rallies the team? Who jeers everybody to come back?
What Ronaldo does when a team...
What I've seen is that he has that attitude. Maybe it's a Portuguese thing, bro. Waving the arms and all. Because he wants players to play better. His expectation of the players is very high.
exactly,
Number
yeah,
one,
true.
which is a good thing. But sometimes you have to understand that your high is another player's peak is probably lower than yours.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
cannot
exactly.
expect them. So maybe Bruno has that. So he gets frustrated because the players are not up to his level.
Yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
you don't know his frustration is because of the balls he gave or no one is getting it. You do not know what his frustration is because he never tells. I mean, of course, he doesn't have to tell that because he would have given some fantastic ball and the player in front is Hoyland who
True.
he can't even take his single
All right,
touch.
so
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, let's move on from Bruno. Let's move on to our next big signing, Liam Delap. Congratulations, we signed. Oh no, he didn't. Oh,
You
we
were,
failed.
You were excited.
He chose
about
Chelsea because why? Why did he choose Chelsea?
Okay, he chose Chelsea because not just Champions League. The real reason is because Chelsea manager and also Cole Palmer are his ex-colleagues and close buddies from Man City. So because of that, there's a connection there already. So it's easy for them to influence him.
Not only that, bro. There's a strategy, bro. Chelsea are signing all these young players and putting them on long
Hey,
contracts.
you notice,
Yeah, terrible. Really.
not
I
only
don't
that,
like.
even Chelsea have signed few players, and they're only going to sign them in 2 seasons later. You know,
Yeah.
if you notice the Sporting player, and then I think recently they also signed another player.
Oh,
but
they-
This
Yes.
Todd Bowley is doing some stuff, bro. He's
Yeah.
coming up with the
Yeah, really, I think it's very dangerous.
and also, like you see, they wanted to sign Sancho, but then finally they.
Reminds me of Peter Kenyon, bro. Yes, quietly under the table signing people.
It's like a cult going on there, bro.
Oh, it's a cult, bro. Cult Chelsea club, bro.
They're stalking
Chelsea
young
is
players and
nonsense, bro.
signing them, bro.
And then finally last minute he cancelled it.
But actually, to think of it, he kind of fits Chelsea lah because
Yeah.
they only got Nicholas Jackson there, who's a real proper number 9.
Yes, exactly.
And if he goes there, I mean, Liam Delap is a talent lah. You have to say. If he doesn't, I mean, touch wood, he doesn't get injured. I think he can really be a.
Yeah, he can bang
He
in the goals
can
also.
really be a top striker, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He was
I
playing
think
for
it's
City
also a
before.
blessing in disguise. United didn't get Delap lah, but then I think we still can go for
Harry Kane.
Sesko lah.
No, there's one striker we should go for. Goicoris.
Well, stop
Are,
the bad
are you
thing,
are you
bro.
sure it's a? Are you sure it's not a risk?
I know it won't be a risk because he has played under Amorim and he knows Amorim's system
Doesn't mean
very well.
bro.
But only thing
Okay.
we don't have Champions League. Yes, we don't have European football.
My friend Anthony also was a ex Ten Hag player, and how was he performing in United?
Anthony is different, bro. Anthony couldn't
Doesn't mean
keep
all-
up to
all
the
Bro, you saw
Explain.
Anthony in the Conference League final, lah, bro.
I
He
saw.
played like shit, bro.
He still stuff came up, lah, bro.
Cannot play against Premier League teams, bro.
Anthony was giving an interview like
Cucurella was Ashley Cole, bro.
Yeah, bad vibes, bro.
Anthony.
Okay, so you're not getting Delap. You already got Cunha, right? Can you
Anthony is
confidently say?
obviously- I don't know, bro.
Okay, we
Should
never
ask
know
him,
with
bro.
United, lah.
Yeah, bro. We
They
never
probably signed the wrong Cunha.
know. You see Malaysian Cunha, bro.
My son some cucumber, I guess.
Okay, so who's the other striker to play with Cunha?
Cunha is not a striker, bro.
He's not a striker.
He's not a striker.
He's a false 9.
It's like a. Hello, Pep Guardiola.
Hello, Pep.
So who is going to get you goals next season?
So I think.
Gyökeres, bro.
No, I don't think Gyökeres. I think he's going to be. Maybe United should go for Benjamin Sesko. Sesko is a tall fella and a lanky guy.
Which club is he, bro? I actually haven't heard of him.
Dortmund. Not Dortmund. Leipzig, I think.
Ooh.
He should be a good player, lah. I think Arsenal also going for him. But if Arsenal goes for Gyökeres, then we got chance for Sesko, I guess.
Currently, there are many clubs going for striker. Liverpool, Arsenal, United. We all need a striker. So the battle for strikers. Of course, those who can offer Champions League football only will have that advantage. lah.
No, we still got Chido Obi.
Okay, so
Bro, this is the thing. I don't want us to put burden on the youngsters immediately, you know.
yeah, bro, calm down.
But
Pastor Ganesh, relax.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so my prediction for United next season with no European football would be top half of the table. Yeah.
all right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching our video. We hope you guys will like our channel and also subscribe to us. We will definitely add more content in the coming weeks. We'll definitely have more anything that you guys want to bring up. Please feel free to leave your comments here. We will definitely bring it up and give our feedbacks to your comments and whatsoever. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back for more news during this preseason. All right.
We are reporting news now.
TVT.
Take care, guys.
Yeah. Also, feel free to ask questions, guys. I think one of the things that we want to bring up in this podcast is also questions from you guys.
Definitely.
So put in your questions, and then we will maybe create a segment at the end where we answer your questions. So we love all the likes and the comments and the support. I think we're getting a lot of laughing emojis and thumbs up. Keep that up. But yeah, what question do you want maybe one of us to answer? From a Liverpool perspective, from a United perspective, from a pastoral perspective. We have it all.
Shah Rukh Khan perspective.